This is the first time I'm filming a video that's close to when it's going to be posted in a couple weeks at this point. Last week's video was like 2-3 weeks filmed ahead of time. So the newest bullshit in the world that I have information on, and I apologize for not having a lot of information because I film on my phone, I can't like fact check while I'm talking about it. But Jordan Neely was a black man recently murdered in New York on a subway by, as far as I know from what articles I've double checked and read, it was just like random fucking people on the subway. But I'm also hearing that like one of them might have been like a on leave Marine or some shit, which is just, it's bullshit regardless. And nothing's being done so far. So fuck that. We're gonna get their asses. And the second thing that I have like most recent news on is Florida passed, I don't know the differences between bills and laws off the top of my head. That's something I would have to like double check. But Florida just passed something that bans all transgender people, children and adults, from bathrooms. I don't remember if it was like for schools or like public bathrooms in general throughout the entire state. Super fucking bullshit. And I am not super sure like what protests and everything are happening around that specifically, but please, especially if you're in Florida and especially if you want to support your community, please be double checking any protests or anything. Make sure you're calling your representatives. Be fucking obnoxious. Be obnoxious. Be in the way. Be annoying, because that's the only fucking way they listen to any of us. So please be checking out that stuff. If anybody has like comprehensive links, like I've always asked for better information, better like networking for protests and everything, please let me know. I would love to add it into the description and like talk about it. That way other people that support the LGBTQ plus community and also like Black Lives Matter movement, all those things, can access them from these videos if they're having a hard time finding them anywhere else. Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Another video where the tone shift is fucking astronomical. But today I wanted to talk about, I've been doing so many K-pop videos this year. It's because I'm a new active fan to K-pop instead of just like a casual listener. And if you've seen any of my other K-pop videos this year, like specifically unboxing like the Stray Kids fan club, like doing a photo card collection, what was it? I did like my unboxing of Ordinary, which is like my first ever K-pop album CD, anything like that. And I've just been talking about like Stray Kids and K-pop a lot. I'm gonna do it one more time because I mentioned in the first like K-pop video I made this year, which I'll put, I don't remember what side the card goes up. I'll put the card up here. But I mentioned in that video that I was a casual second gen girly. So like grew up with Big Bang, grew up with Girls' Generation, like Wonder Girls, all of that. In 2013, 2014-ish, because of actively listening to Big Bang and Girls' Generation and everything, and like starting to watch the music videos, like the Haru Haru music video and like the G music video, the YouTube like suggested was this group called B1A4. And I mentioned them briefly in that video, but I just wanted to make like a specific video about B1A4 because I've been like, Stray Kids is like my alt group. Like Stray Kids is what I am biasing. Stray Kids is like why I'm into K-pop right now. But B1A4 was my Stray Kids before Stray Kids. B1A4 was my BTS. I was not into K-pop when BTS was like the thing. You know what I mean? They still are. Like, they still are the thing. Don't get me wrong. But when they were, like, the most prominent group that was, like, spreading over to, like, the West and everything, I was actively in the 5 Seconds of Summer trenches. And I say trenches because I was into 5 Seconds of Summer. I still am into 5 Seconds of Summer, just not, like, aggressively, actively. I was into 5 Seconds of Summer when they were in their sleeping with their fans era. And I know you all know what I'm talking about, so B1A4 was my BTS, and I was into B1A4 right before 5 Sauce, and there was a shift at the end of 2014, beginning of 2015, I don't know what it was, because how feral I am over Stray Kids and have been over 5 Seconds of Summer is where I was with B1A4, and if 5 Seconds of Summer did not come along, I would have B1A4 tattoos, not 5 Seconds of Summer tattoos. And I wanted to specifically make this video because literally like 2 days ago, as of when I'm filming this, scrolling through TikTok, I saw like a video of like K-pop idols that have like had to enlist that are coming back, I guess, like coming back, like ending their enlistment. Is it 2 years? Their 2 year like required enlistment. And Sandul from B1A4 is coming back, which I didn't even know he had enlisted. I don't know any like thing about B1A4 anymore. When I was like, I used to be in the trenches for B1A4. I was like one of the girlies that knew anything and everything about them, just like I am now with Stray Kids. So I want to talk about B1A4. My first B1A4 song was Beautiful Target. It was Beautiful Target, but Baby Goodnight, is that actually the song title? I'm so bad I don't remember. The one where the music video is them helping oh my god, I feel so bad I don't remember their names anymore. It's the music video where they're helping Sinew cheat on his girlfriend and it's like Wild West cowboy that was my song. That was my song. But my first B1A4 song was Beautiful Target, and I fucking love that shit. I still know all the words. They were perfection. Borrow, immediate bias. Like, I think I kind of had biases. Like, I didn't really understand that, like, bias just meant, like, favorite member, because, like, Callum and Michael are my bias from 5 Seconds of Summer, my fave members. Realistically, it was Callum first, and then I switched to Michael, and then I just like straddled the lane for the rest of forever, and I still do. But it was I definitely think I had like biases for Big Bang and Girls' Generation. I just didn't really like know it at the time. Like, is it okay? I'm sorry, I have never known, and I don't think I will ever know unless somebody answers the question. Is it Top or is it T.O.P.? What are we calling him? I don't know, but it was Top in Big Bang, and it was Sunny in Girls' Generation. So Borrow was my bias in B1A4. Something about him. I don't know what it is with me and the rappers of the fucking group. I don't know what it is, because 3 Racha are my top 3 in Stray Kids. So like, you can tell it's shit. I did not think about the fact that having him in the front of these, he's gonna be in the whole video. Can I just like, for the rest of the video, because now it feels like, oh no. But yeah, in my like first K-pop video this year too, I said specifically What's Happening and Lonely by B1A4. I will never recover from either of those songs. Tried to Walk? Don't even get me fucking started about that video and that song in general. Borrow having the spotlight in that song fucking ended me. It ended me. Again, this was my BTS. It's a really nice day outside, but I need all the fucking motorcycles to get out of the way because I'm sitting here talking about K-pop and this is so important. I need the sound to not be there. Oh my god. And the like last bits of B1A4 that I was like actively involved in before I moved over to 5 Seconds of Summer was they put out Solo Day, and they put out the music video for Solo Day, and then they were doing their mini tour, but at the time I had no idea it was a mini tour. I thought they were just doing like promotions or just like what, you know what I mean? Like going to America to promote stuff, not necessarily doing a mini tour. And I remember being so sad and like crying to one of my friends and being like, B1A4 is in America and I'm never gonna see them perform in concert. And then like 2 weeks later, I was obsessed with 5 Seconds of Summer. I was in college, and college was a very strange time. I made a whole video about me dropping out of college. I didn't drop out, I withdrew, but this all happened in college, so things were like a little weird. But yeah, B1A4 was just like the absolute shit. Like, I will never forget 2 things about B1A4. One, the Sprout dance, which like oh, you can't even like see me in frame. The Sprout dance is literally like embedded into my brain. And I will never forget the Bana song. Beep, beep, B1A4, ba, ba, bada, bada. And when What's Happening came out, now please remember that this was like 2014, 2015, and I don't have a great memory to begin with because I'm mentally ill. But from what I can remember, there was something happening or some kind of article or something. Now, if anybody like was actively into B1A4 or like still is into B1A4, please like correct me if I'm wrong and like remind me exactly what happened. But right before What's Happening came out, there was some kind of article or some kind of something where people were basically like saying like B1A4 is not that popular and their fans are like not gonna stick around forever because there's other groups that are like coming into popularity that are better and bigger and doing more. And What's Happening basically became like, if you haven't seen the music video either, it's B1A4 trying to like break into a room where a girl's wearing like a Barbie mask and there's a guy wearing a Ken mask, and they break into the room by the end of the like music video and they beat him up with pillows, and then they fight each other with the pillows, fighting over the girl in the Barbie mask, because it was supposed to be, again, from what I can remember, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but it was supposed to be them being like, no, our fans love us. They're great. They're supportive. And we'll be there for them. We'll fight for them. We'll get them back. No one's going to be able to steal them from us. And I was like in the tea and I was finding everything out. And when I saw the music video, I was like, yeah, defend us. It was so good. God, I loved them. And like, I still listen to Bling Girl. I still listen to Chew. I still listen to OK Girl. Like, I have a playlist on Spotify. I don't know how to like share, like, should I put it like on TikTok or whatever so you guys can like find it? I have a playlist called Ring Ding Dong and Vibes, and it's like a couple little songs here and there. It's like my favorite Big Bang songs, and this song like Candy Pop by a Japanese group, and then B1A4. And that's the entire rest of the playlist. And then like a couple newer songs that I listen to, like Love Dive is on there and everything. So it's just so funny because it's like, oh yeah, like second gen, like that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, I know that song, B1A4. And then like, oh, a couple newer songs. It's interesting. I gotta see if I can like hunt down B1A4 merch, because like, did B1A4 ever have photo cards? Because I would love to collect like borrow photo cards. I know that, and this makes me like, the next thing I'm gonna say, it makes me so frustrated that I like wasn't actively into K-pop at the time and I was just like casual listener, because I know that Big Bang was the first one to have a light stick, and I know that Girls' Generation were the ones to have like the first photo card and the first fan cam, and I wish I had known more at the time so that I could be fucking in there. I could be in it already, because now I'm late. Now I'm trying to catch up on shit. Now I'm like actively in the photo card game. I'm actively in like the album collecting game, and I feel like I'm so late because now where Stray Kids is at, and like me joining Stray Kids is like fucking astronomical in popularity now. Like fucking fighting for my life to get a pre-order of the 5-star album. Anybody else? Anybody else, because I fought for my fucking life. K-pop bitches do not play, but I fucking got one, so I'm K-pop bitches. God, I really wish I had been like more knowledgeable and knew more what was going on with like K-pop and the K-pop communities and everything, so that I could have been into B1A4 a little bit more. And I very much regret like not jumping on it, because now I know there's only 3 members left. I don't know which members it is. Is Sandul going back to B1A4, or is Sandul doing his own thing now that he's back from enlistment? Because I don't know for sure. I didn't know they were like I didn't even know about the enlistment thing until very recently. And I don't know which ones of them still need to go, which ones have already gone. Is Baro still in the group? I don't think he is. And oh my god, I had a whole fucking in junior year of high school, so 2012, 2013, I took a like web design class, like a very like bare bones, like very beginner web design class. And one of our final project was like we had to make a website of like our favorite celebrity or something. And I literally made like an entire website specifically about Baro. And I had a B1A4 specifically Baro fan Tumblr, and I've deleted it since then, but I looked on Tumblr recently too, and I still have things tagged as B1A4. It's fucking nuts that it's still like archived there for me, because now if you go to like my 5 seconds of summer tag, it's literally the 5 sauce tag on my Tumblr. You could be scrolling for days, and same thing with Stray Kids. Stray Kids is new, and you could still be scrolling for days. I've always been like that. I have literally never changed. The hyper focus is what has changed. It was B1A4, then it was 5 Seconds of Summer, then it was Marvel, now it's Stray Kids. Where are we going next? Because like other ones have been like smaller, like Animal Crossing, Zelda, H2O, Mako Mermaids. Those all have been like minor ones that have like stayed pretty similar and like slithered through. I don't know what I'm doing. But the hyper focus has changed. I have not changed. I'm the exact same person. I feel like I'm very close to the camera. Anyway, yeah, I saw that video about like idols coming back from enlistment and saw Sandul from B1A4 and like gasped out loud. It's such a good reminder because I miss them and I love them, and I think now I'm gonna go watch B1A4 music videos. I'm specifically gonna watch Beautiful Target over and over and over again because I still remember like that is one, and I'm sure everybody, you know, has it. Like the 5-star, the trailer for 5-star, I like all of the sounds are like very much trapped in my brain. But Beautiful Target, the little facial expressions they make at certain parts of the song and the little like ad libs they do are things that I will never forget because of how many times I've watched it. If you guys ever like stand B1A4, even know who I'm talking about, please leave a like if you know. And if you don't know, go check out their stuff because I loved it. None of their stuff has subtitles on it, which one of my like friends who's super into K-pop, who's super into BTS, couldn't believe, like we sat and watched like different videos one night together and she couldn't believe that not a single one of their videos had like subtitles on them, even the newer ones, like like Lonely doesn't even have anything on it, and like Solo Day didn't have anything on it. So I forgot what entertainment industry they were into because it wasn't one that like she recognized. She like once she looked it up and she read it and she was like, oh, I think I've heard of them, but she had like never heard of this, like the whatever company they were part of before. So I don't know, I just miss them so much. I keep realizing that he is in this the entire fucking time. It feels so like, I feel so silly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye! I don't know if next episode is going to be a Not So Berry, like, is it going to be the red, like, look back? I don't know.